Hi, and welcome back to Retro Room, and for my second upload of the day. Today would have been Nelson Sullivan's 70th birthday, so I thought I would take some time and take a look at the Fales Library Nelson Sullivan collection. So before I start, if you want to check out this website, I will leave the link in the section below. So the Nelson Sullivan collection has several tabs available to look through, including descriptive summary, biological historical note, scope and content and arrangement, access points, and container list, as well as administration information. If we start off in the descriptive summary, it says, the Nelson Sullivan video collection from 1976 to 1989. Nelson Sullivan was a video artist who documented downtown New York City in the late 1980s. The Nelson Sullivan video collection contains video recordings, films, photographic material, and objects relating to the city's art world and LGBT community, as well as performances in clubs, house parties, and interactions with Sullivan's friends from 1976 to 1989. Under the biographical historical note, here's some of what it has to say. Originally from South Carolina, Sullivan moved to Manhattan in the 1970s and began filming the city's art world and gay scene. He captured John Sex, Sylvia Miles, RuPaul, and other performers at downtown bars and nightclubs including Danceteria, The Limelight, Palladium, and the Pyramid Club. Sullivan also chronicled house parties at his apartment at 5 9th Avenue, in the Meatpacking District, gallery openings, park and street festivals, conversations with taxi drivers, and ruminations of his friends, including fashion designers and journalists on film. He recorded almost 2,000 hours of tape, at first using a VHS loading camera and later an 8mm video camera. Sullivan's filmmaking is recognizable for its point-of-view transitions and its stream of consciousness narration. He also often pointed a wide-angle lens at his own face while filming to record his commentary on the people, performances, or events that he captured. Sullivan made films up until his death from a heart attack on July 4th in 1989. So under the scope and content arrangement, it basically just gives a breakdown of the Nelson Sullivan collection. So it says that the collection is a collection of video recordings made by video artist Sullivan. The collection consists of videotapes, film, photographic material, and objects related to the city's art world, LGBT, etc. The collection is comprised of 4 series. Series 1, Video Recordings, contains 8 boxes of video recordings made by Nelson Sullivan. Series 2 is Film, which is currently unavailable. Series 3 is Photographic Material, contains 1 binder of slides covering the period between 1975 and 77. And Series 4 is Objects, which is also currently unavailable. The archivist preserved the original order of the video collection as donated by the estate of Nelson Sullivan. The series of video recordings have not been chronologically or thematically rearranged. So under the Access Points tabs, it talks about the names of some of the more notable subjects that he covered, including Joey Arias, RuPaul Charles, Ethel Eichelberger, who passed away in 1990, Patricia Field, Moses Gunn, Keith Haring, Lady Bunny, Sylvia Miles, Michael Musto, Louise Nevelson, Gabriel Rotello, John Sex, Andy Warhol, who passed away in 87, and Holly Woodlawn. Their document types consist of 8mm, DVDs, self-portraits, and video cassettes. The subject topics are Downtown Collection, Gay Men in the United States, Gays in Popular Culture, Gays Political Activity, New York State, Performance Art in New York State, Queer Recordings, Video Recordings, Social Aspects, and Videotapes Preservation. So under the administrative information, it talks about the conditions which are open to researchers. Appointments are necessary for use of manuscript and archival collections. Some audiovisual items have not been preserved and therefore are currently unavailable to researchers. Under provenance, it says the Nelson Sullivan video collection was donated to Fales Library by the estate of Nelson Sullivan, overseen by Dick Richards, David Goldman, and Robert Coddington, operating collectively as the 5 9th Avenue Project in September of 2012. And then the final tab is Container List, which just basically breaks down all of the containers of Nelson Sullivan's work, and what kind of media it contains. For example, Box 1 contains American Gothic, which is currently unavailable, scope and context, performers Sylvia Miles and Moses Gunn, existence and locations of copies, DVDs, access copy available, and physical characteristics and technical requirements note, original format VHS. This will go on for pages and pages and pages. I would read it all to you because I find it interesting, but I suspect it would be extremely boring to listen to. So if you're interested, I suggest you definitely check out this webpage. It'll give you a lot of information about the Nelson Sullivan collection at the Fales Library, and it will also give you contact information as well as steps that you need to take if you want to examine the collection for yourself. So once again, I want to wish Nelson Sullivan, wherever you are, a very happy 70th birthday. I want to thank you guys for watching this video. Please consider subscribing to Retro Room by clicking the kitty. I would very much appreciate it. And I will see you guys again for my next upload.